I just wanna feel. Right now, I just wanna.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to my channel. My name is Kime, and I like to make multiplayer videos, and I sometimes talk about shit. We'll see. Today we are going to talk about some shit, and it's going to be the Dark Souls 3 DLC that I picked up. I heard earlier that there was an announcement that was going to be made on August 24th for hopefully for some DLC. So I figured I'd make a video about some of the things, some of my hopes and wishes, some things I've dreamed about late at night while I was shaking and shivering about Dark Souls DLC, that I'm hoping to see, and some of my concerns about the longevity of the game. I'm hoping that the DLC will greatly extend the longevity of Dark Souls 3, and some of my hopes for that, hopefully focusing on increasing the PvP of the game, because I feel like other than the fact that the game has great replay valuability, I think that one of the main reasons to replay the game over and over again is for creating new builds and testing them out against other players, essentially PvP. So while I discuss these things, I guess I'm recording over some of my my gameplay footage, just some practice for PvP. I hope you guys don't mind. It's pretty terrible. I'm pretty bad, but I'm getting better in practicing. That's why I'm making these videos, mostly so that I can practice and show you guys some stuff and hopefully get some feedback. So anyway, some of the things that I that I'm hoping to see. First of all, weapons and armor, and I know that's a pretty obvious thing. Weapons and armor are a pretty basic function for the game, but even still, I was thinking about Bloodborne, and I know that gameplay-wise, I think that everybody really enjoyed the weapons in that game. I mean, they were fantastic. Look at that, it's just terrible. Anyway, the weapons in that game were just so dynamic. There weren't that many, were like 15 or so, but each one was so dynamic. So many variables to each one of these weapons, things that you could do, combinations, different builds that would just promote the coolest gameplay. And that's the kind of stuff that I'm hoping that they'll add. Not to say that Dark Souls 3 doesn't have dynamic gameplay. I really love weapon art skills and everything. Look at this. Okay, so he parries like a million times, and like a dumbass, I just do my weapon art, thinking, he's spamming it, he'll miss. And look at that, doesn't miss, does not miss. Just disgusting. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. I had to put it in black and white. It's just depressing. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, weapon arts. Transforming. I would love to see something like a sword whip. That'd be cool, like a weapon art. Where the sword kind of flicks out like a whip, like what's her face from those? What's that fighting game called? I can't remember. But y'all know what I'm talking about. The girl with the titties and the whip sword. I know I'm gonna get dragged to that, but I can't remember the name of the game right now. I'm really terrible with it. Or maybe like a chain axe from those assholes, the real big assholes, extending heads in that dragon area. I hate those guys. But the axe chain thing, they can throw it and pull it back. I think that would bring some really cool fighting aspects to the game or whatever. You don't see that. It's usually just the same shit over and over again, and it's like that really sucks. And definitely more armor. I mean, I think that the armor that they added is really cool, but it's so what am I looking for here? It's so reminiscent. Like there's lots of repeats of armors that we've seen before. Very nostalgic feel to it, which I love or whatever. I think those armors are really cool, and they did add a lot of new ones, but we could always have more awesome armors. I like slim fitting stuff. I wish there was a little bit more slim fitting type of armor. I think that's edgy. I don't like big, huge armor. I know a lot of people do, and I'm not hating. I'm hoping that they add some of that stuff too. I'm actually thinking about making another build where I'm like a huge, well, you know, kind of big ass puppy tank kind of character or whatever. Anyway, second thing I would really like to see are spells. I would really like to see some spells that were more PvP viable, that we could use in actual combat against other players. I mean, that's you know, there are spells that you can use that can you know, that can do that, but you really have to try for it. Like I have a pyromancy build, and you know, but it takes a lot to hit people who are good at the game with, you know, with pyromancy spells and stuff, you know, and things of that nature. But more viable spells would be awesome. And obviously new areas. That's the last thing on my list, is new areas. Specifically areas that I think that would be awesome for PvP. Even maybe adding like a fighting arena like they did in Dark Souls 2. That would be cool. Say what you will about Dark Souls 2, but there were some really cool aspects to that game, especially the PvP. I really like the ranking system for the Covenants. They should bring that back too, because I don't really give a shit about ranking up in any Covenants in this game, which is really weird because I really enjoyed the Covenants in Dark Souls 2 and in Dark Souls 1. But anyway, new areas, that would be fantastic. I don't know if you guys checked out Vati's videos on it being in Orlando, or you know, somewhere up in heaven with the angels. So, you know, yeah, that's all I have to say. And I'm going to end it here. So, subscribe if you want. Or don't. You don't have to. No pressure. See you guys next time.